Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. The Volunteers football team scheduled to have their second practice of the spring later today. Unfortunately, because of the weather, it's going to also be indoors. Won't be a lot of media coverage. That was my plan for today, is to just talk about that practice. And I'll probably be dropping a video later today if anything comes from that. But I was getting ready to go to the gym today, and I saw this article. I had to share it. And man, this has been a hot topic on this channel lately. Some of you guys have come at me from different directions on this topic. But before we get into it, as always, guys, help me out. Smash that thumbs up. Go ahead and press that like button. I would be appreciative of that. Not going to waste a lot of time. Let's get directly into it because, like I said, this has been a hot topic on this channel. People are passionate from both sides of this argument. Some people agree, some people disagree, but this is something I'm going to try to go through this article, and I'm going to try to cover it from both sides, and then I want you guys to come in the comment section below. Let me know where you stand on this. This is an article from 24/7 Sports. Ryan Callahan, it says, Butler on transfers. All of Vols veterans have considered leaving. Now, no matter where you stand on this issue, I think the transfer portal, the one-time transfer rule, just immediate eligibility, all of that, I think is a bad thing for college football. I think it makes it too easy for kids to be entitled and just quit, walk away, pack up their things, and leave. I'm not a fan of this one-time transfer immediate eligibility rule that's getting pushed through here. But let's go on to the article. Matthew Butler, senior defensive lineman. Matthew Butler doesn't blame any of his former Tennessee teammates who decided to leave the Vols this offseason for adding their names to the NCAA transfer portal and ultimately going elsewhere. Some players understandably might have wanted a fresh start with Tennessee coming off of a 3-7 season in 2020. All right, this is, like I said, guys, I'm going to talk out of both sides of my mouth, so just go ahead and get ready for it. Get ready for it. Understandably might have wanted a fresh start. They might have wanted a fresh start. Well, why did they want a fresh start? It says because Tennessee was coming off of a 3-7 season. Well, who's to blame for that 3-7 season? That would be my first question. Were you not part of this football team that went 3-7? So I don't understand where this entitlement comes from. Well, I deserve a fresh start because we didn't perform well. And you can blame it on coaching. It goes on to say, particularly after former coach Jeremy Pruitt was fired. I get it. These kids didn't sign up for this. They didn't sign up for this, but they did make a commitment. They made a commitment to the University of Tennessee. They didn't make a commitment to Butch Jones. They didn't make a commitment to Jeremy Pruitt. They made a commitment to play football for the University of Tennessee. So I don't understand where, I might want a fresh start. Well, why? Why? Who's to blame? Who won 3 football games? People want to talk about the fans need to shut up. The fans don't get an opinion. Well, we didn't lose 7 games. The article goes on to say Butler can relate to the way the Vols transfers might have felt too. The senior defensive lineman, this is a leader. This is a leader speaking here. The senior defensive lineman who's now in his 5th year at Tennessee admitted Friday afternoon that he has considered transferring in the past. Goes on to say, for that matter, he said, so is everybody else from the Vols 2017 recruiting class. Everybody. Butler and Tennessee's other seniors who have been around since 2017 have now gone through a pair of coaching changes in less than 4 years. And I get it. Like I said, I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth today. I get it. They didn't sign up for this. When they came to Tennessee, Butch Jones was the head coach. But it's like you apply it to the real world. You apply it to corporate America. If my boss changes, I don't just pack up my things and leave. I'm committed to the job that I'm supposed to do. I guess when I was growing up, you didn't quit. You made a commitment to a team. You fulfilled that commitment. That's the way I was raised. You don't quit on your teammates. To me, to say, well, I didn't sign up for this. I came here to play for Butch Jones. I came here to play for Jeremy Pruitt. I came here to play for Josh Heupel. I didn't sign up for this. No, but you committed to the University of Tennessee. Butler goes on to say about the guys who left, let's just be real. I don't even think it could be an exaggeration to say that everybody. I can only speak for my class, the 2017 class. The last class under former coach Butch Jones has considered leaving, obviously. Obviously. Am I way off base here? Is this a generational thing? This was all from Butler's media session yesterday. They talked to several players. A lot of this I liked. I liked Velus Jones. I think he seems like a leader. I like Jacob Warren getting up there. They're excited. They're talking about this Josh Heupel offense and the way that they can be utilized in the system. A lot of good stuff came out of the press conference. And again, I know I'm being pretty harsh here. I know I'm being pretty harsh. I want Matthew Butler to succeed. I want Matthew Butler to be a leader for this Tennessee defensive line. Fifth-year senior. I don't like a guy coming out and saying, well, I could have just walked away. I should have just walked away. I understand, guys, just walking away. Let's put our heads down and let's get to work. That's what I want to hear out of a senior leader. Butler goes on to say, we don't have the situation that we want. Oh, too bad. But for the guys who have left, they have to do what's best for them. And for the guys who's here, we are doing what's best for us. And we're trying to, like I said, build the brand of this university, make this football team elite, and do the best thing for ourselves and our personal lives. Again, Boogie back and forth, both sides of my mouth. They do have to do what's best for them. Because at the end of the day, these guys are looking to find that job in the NFL. The elite of the elite get into the league. And they have to do what's best for them. Is a guy that leaves Tennessee and goes to Oklahoma, a guy like Eric Gray that checks out on this program, does he have more of a chance getting to the league by Oklahoma, or does he just want a fresh start because that's what's easier for him? Goes on to say everybody has their why they wake up in the morning. So, yeah, for sure, I don't mind what they did. They had to do what they had to do. I'm very close with a lot of them. Text them, see how they're doing. It goes deeper than football. That's true. It does go deeper. We're talking about real life relationships. Butler said that's why he would not be opposed to the idea of two Tennessee starters from last season, Henry To'o and Quavaris Crouch, eventually returning to the team. This is a subject that continually comes up in these videos when I talk about Henry T and Crouch. A lot of people were upset that they didn't show up on the practice field yesterday. A lot of people said that was their opportunity to work their way back on this football team and earn the respect of their teammates. But when you read the article and you read what Matthew Butler's saying, it doesn't appear that they've lost the respect of this fifth-year senior. Both are still in the transfer portal, weren't included on the team spring roster that was released Thursday, but they have yet to announce their transfer destinations. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that practice this week, that was the cutoff? Thursday was the end. That's it. If you're not on the practice field Thursday, you're done. You're done. Move on. It's about you. It's not about that power T. The Vols have already lost 14 scholarship players via the transfer portal since December, and they still have 3 scholarship players, To'o, Crouch, and tight end Sean Brown, listed in the transfer portal, who are still exploring other options. He goes on to say Henry and Q, for sure those guys who are on the bubble, obviously. And, of course, we wouldn't mind having them back. But at the same time, they have to do what they have to do when they make the best decision for themselves. When do you have to make that decision? Do you just get to sit around and wait? And, look, we talked about it on the live stream last week. Henry T has not been through a spring practice in his entire collegiate career. How does that look to an NFL scout? How do these guys look? Again, the end game, get to the league. I want to get to the league. What do these NFL coaches and scouts think of a guy that's not committed to a program? Is he going to be committed to your team in the NFL, or is he going to be all about me? Again, maybe it's a generational thing. I don't know why this upsets me so much. These kids, they work so hard at what they do. They put in the work. I know that. I just wish there was a little bit more of a commitment to that T on the side of their helmet. And I know a lot of you guys constantly come in here and say, it's not about that, Boogie. You're off base here. You're wrong. And I'm sure I'm going to get some of that in the comment sections again today. But I saw this article. I wanted to put out a video. I still stand with Matthew Butler, and I appreciate him sticking it out. Going through his 3rd coaching staff. It's not what he signed up for. That's going to wrap it up for this video. Again, leave me a comment. Let me know where you guys stand on this. We're passionate. We're all committed to the T, but we're all sitting on our couch eating Cheetos, watching them play football. We're not putting in the work. We're not going through the grind. I get it. Again, look for a practice report coming out later today. JP is actually in StreamYard right now working on a recruiting video that'll go up on Sunday. I think the Indy Kid's going to put out a Rocky Top recap review, whatever we called it. Going to be breaking down the weekend sports. Big win for the baseball team last night against LSU. Looking to make that a second win later on today. But again, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up on the way out the door. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
The dogs howl like me, growing